All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So hopefully it's working okay now. There's something caught on my wire. What is the fuck is this? All right, let's move this around. Hi. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me okay? But like Rosie, this is where I'm frustrated. There's literally nothing that was different. It's not you guys. I'm just frustrated because there was literally nothing different than what I just did. Yes. Great. That's awesome. I don't know what was going on, but I don't know. Either way, let's talk about I went on to a tangent about this long enough. So this is where I'm at with stand up and doing the mics every night or doing as many spots as I can. I felt like it was a great day yesterday. I just wasn't sure if I got on my second time at the mic, if I was able to get what I wanted accomplished, because I felt like I just went into a story about, sounds good. Yay. I went into a story instead of going into a joke on the second mic. And thank you. Woo. Thank you so much. So now, where's our alert box? Lovely. I don't think I could see that. I didn't think I saw the alert box. Yes, we did it. So that's why. All right, so here we go. We got to do chat box here. There you go. Chat box here. Alert box does it go here so we can see it. Great. Wonderful. Floating heart. Floating heart. Floating heart. All right. Thank you. Okay, great. Ooh. Thank you for the gold coin. Gold coin. Ah, see? All right, we got it going now. I don't know what was going on, but we're here. We're ready. Okay, so I snapped at Zach when he came in the chat too. That was wonderful. We're gonna put my phone over here. So I also got the live. I also got the live notification when I went on. Let's see if you messaged me. Okay, no, I didn't. I'm gonna message him back. Okay. I can get frustrated and lose my shit. So that's what it is, I guess. All right. We are, and I can also play music in the background now. Woohoo! So we are on a week where I can, I'm performing in the Bronx on Wednesday, St. Mark's on Friday, and I don't know where else. That's probably the two shows I have, yes. But I'm also doing I'm trying to think what mics I'm going to do this week. Morning. Thank you, GCXY. The show on Saturday was okay. I thought I did my spot. I handled my frustration way better than me. No, I just glad the pot's still working. But then when you guys told me about the echo, I honestly feel like all I've been having is difficulty with making the stream sound and look right. and it's all my fault. And that's just, I guess, where I'm at in my head. So, Oki thinks I should just do more yoga and shut up. That's it. So, we'll talk and we'll do yoga. How about that? I'm just trying to think. There's got to be a little bit better lighting in there. So, I definitely want to do these mics and get up as much time as possible. I missed the dojo mics. I'm frustrated that the dojo is not back yet. From what they did a show on Friday at the dojo, but it was at 9:00. So I have to pick up my daughter at 9:00, and so I couldn't make it for that. So is it still morning? Yes. So Saturday I had a show already, but they had a show in a different location. So they're using like an alternate location for their shows. I would love it. I hope that their mics come back on, because Mondays and Tuesdays are great when I'm doing dojo mics. I just love it. Okay, wants you to figure out what you want from YouTube. Yes, I want to be happy. Oh yeah, 100%. I want my YouTube channel to be the best channel for Michelle Trainer brand. So it's got to be about comedy and all the things I do. I wanted it. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift.
Gold coin.
He's the guy from Seinfeld. Now that might not be right because it's going to be picking up from my other computer. So let's do wing down. All right, now I gotta what I wanted from YouTube was to have the best. I wanted the best shows on YouTube. So, like, for example, did I mess this up? Oh, thank you. Oh, wow, that's a very nice thing for you to say. Oki says, Michelle, you're doing great. A monetized YouTube channel with 25K followers and millions of views. Don't be hard on yourself, sweetie. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I almost just lost my shit before, as you saw. Also, the reason what I want from YouTube, what I wanted from my YouTube channel was to build my show on my YouTube channel if no network was picking it up, right? Which they haven't. So that was originally the goal. It's like, let me build my YouTube channel out and make that my show. And that's really what it is. And personally, watching shows like scripted shows like Golden Girls and The Office and I thought we were trying to kill 100. We are trying to hit 100K by Christmas. So, right, that's where my frustration is. Where it's the last 2 weeks have been slowed down with everything, and like maybe that shouldn't be my goal. Maybe the numbers shouldn't be my goal. Maybe my goal should just be having a strong show that keeps bringing in people. And that's why, like, okay, I like stretching. I like doing the oldest stuff in the mornings. It helps me stay fit and on point and ready. I also just like fucking helping people through the conversations we have about not just comedy, relationships, pursuing your goals, motivation, all that crap. But I also like having more of a structure too. So we were on a roll gaining new subs. I just forgot. Doing jumping jacks is, what if you just did jumping jacks for 10 minutes on the screen? And I think personally that the 100 likes for 100 jumping jacks is a great challenge to have. But I also like, what am I doing? I'm going to tell jokes on stage and do jumping jacks. I'm a single mom. Grew up in Jersey. Everyone tells me I need to lean into the Jersey Italian. So when I went on stage yesterday in Little Falls, I was like, what county is everybody from? Like, it works there. But when I'm in Atlanta, let's say I'm in Atlanta or I'm in New York, it's like, I'm from Jersey. And everyone's like, ugh. You know, there you go. They want to know, like, why, what am I leaning into more with, did I stop this? Oh, with the Jersey stuff. Is it the Carmela Soprano, like, the fact that I will, well, I don't know. What am I leaning into? That's why I'm curious. Like, what am I leaning into? The fact that I can get frustrated over small things. A lot of North Jersey Italians do that. I don't know. What's good, shorty? I don't know. What's good? Not my credit score, which I'm working on for the next 6 months as well. Nobody wants to just be seen as bouncing boobs. Well, I mean, I would. Nothing to... People laugh at boobs, the word boobs, poop, and the R word, which I'm not going to say. You just have to say those words and people are automatically like saying, laughing, or the curse words too. Because I was listening to that on stage last night, or an audience. People are just laughing at those words, at those buzzword curse words, you know? Also, I have the music on, but I have my speaker off. Can you guys hear everything okay? Or if not, I'm going to throw my mocha pot on the ground. Just kidding. My dad flipped a table when we were kids. So you know in the Jersey Housewives how Teresa Giudice like flips the table? Like I was like, oh, like, and I remember everyone saying like, you're not from North Jersey and Italian if you've never experienced the table flip. And I'll never forget my dad doing it when I was 6. I was sitting in the living room watching TV. My dad used to eat a little bit later than us, so he would get home later than us. When I was in the first grade, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but my dad just flipped the table. And I was like, what the hell? And it wasn't like him and my mom were fighting. Something, I don't know what my mom said to him, but he flipped the table. And my mother's like, go in the other room. So I had to go in the other room. And there was food everywhere. Yeah, I'll never forget that. And I just remember going, huh. And then when Teresa did it, I was like, on Real Housewives, I was like, yeah, that's pretty typical. And everybody else in the comment section who was Italian from Jersey was like, yeah, I've seen that. We can hear you. Okay, I'll turn the music off. Alright, we'll just take the music down. Sorry about that. Thank you for the gold coin. So the table flip was a thing that I really felt like, I don't know, that was something Like, am I supposed to do that on stage? Table flipping wasn't just introduced by the Real Housewives. When every Italian family has done it, not from Italy, from New York and New Jersey. I don't know if you're Italian in the chat from other places. Put it in below. Let's see what happens in Cleveland. Tammy Piscatelli is a stand-up comedian, and she also does. She's a Sicilian, and she has done hello. She talks about that too, like. But I'm curious because she's not from the tri-state area. She's from Cleveland, I think. Wonder if they do that out in Cleveland. All right, so leaning more into the Jersey Italian shit is again what I've been told to do, and I don't know. Like, what else am I like? I did it yesterday. Like, what else am I supposed to say? Like, I do. Like, we get like you see, can get frustrated easily. But we also love really hard. Like, we love hard. We play hard. We work hard. My family always was like, if you're not working, what are you doing with yourself? You know, like that was that mentality when I was a kid. Still to this day, like I never understand people with one job. I know you're looking at me like this is your job right now. You're standing and doing stretches, but it is. It's part of what I love to do, and I always find a way. Like that was another thing I always talked to my dad was like to find what you love to do and make money from it. Even though this is probably one of the hardest fields to do that in, or anything where you're like you're the entrepreneur, right? You're the owner. But yeah, so leaning into the Jersey Italian piece is where, yeah, I think I'm trying to figure that out more. Have I ever considered dressing up and acting like a character? You divorced. I haven't thought about that. I mean, for sketches, yes, I've done that. If you really look through my YouTube and my Instagram, I've done that for a while. It's like years ago, I was doing sketches about the guys I would date. I did the moms. I did a lot of those. I also, hi. I divorced my wife. She was a grape, and I was tired of raising kids. Ah, ha, ha, ha. That's a good one. Man, I'm so mad at myself for messing up this morning. Ugh, what's wrong with me? Maybe I just need to, like, I feel like the guy's gonna be mad at me now, too, that I said Zach was like, you can't be on my show. I didn't mean it like that. Oh, man. And then, see, it keeps going to the old, no, it's going to the old, like, oh, it's fine, okay. So, building more into the Jersey stuff, the Italian in my stand-up. I've had that note multiple times. Yeah, I think as I said some, I'm gonna message him about it because I have to address it. I don't want anybody to think I'm not putting them on my show because I'm not respecting the give a spot, take a spot pattern, but that is not how Divorce Diaries is personally. And right now I'm really just focused on getting as much stand-up time as possible and getting better. Hence the point of like, well, you got to come on Twitch then tonight. I'm doing a Twitch tonight, 11:30. I don't know if I'm going to Boulevard tonight again. I might not because I don't know. I want to do. There's a mic in Clifton, but I don't know if I can make it to that one and get my daughter in time. Yeah. I love this shit. What happened? What happened? I give up today. My screen just froze. You guys can hear me, but you can't see me, right? Ay, vey. My camera just stopped working. Okay, here we go. Can you guys see me and hear me or not? What's going on? Fuck Streamlabs. It's frozen now. I'm taking a video and showing my boyfriend just so he's not like, it's so simple, and yet I'm fucking it up constantly. See? What's going on? Sorry, guys. Hang on. Let me see if I can close it, and then... We had 500, 600 with just the phone. Yep. I know. I'm gonna cry. Why did this break? Camera froze too. Hello. All right, it's working again. I have no clue what just happened. The camera on my laptop flipped back. I didn't touch it, and then it stopped. I'm just gonna go live 100 times today. We're gonna just fuck around. I'm gonna go live on my phone, on my webcam. I'm gonna go live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Screw it. Yes, use it. Let's go. So I want my channel to be the best comedy behind the scenes channel ever. People come on for motivation, talk about how they're gonna get ahead in their career, and then we talk about the process of it. And we do some warm-ups, because why not? I'm all over the place today, and I hate that, because I was trying to get on a nice structure with the show, and I'm just all over the place today. Pencil me in for Wednesday night. Okay, for Wednesday night's trek. Okay, great. So I'll be coming off of the show in the Bronx. I'm doing a show in the Bronx, and I'll be coming home from that, and we will do you can do a Twitch, what do you, open mic on Twitch, so that you have an opportunity to do 1 minute. You can roast me, you can roast yourself, you can tell a joke about a topic, whatever you want to do. That's what we're going to do. I love it. Tonight, we're just chatting. If no one shows up, then no one shows up. We'll just continue to talk over here. Twitch? I don't know anymore. YouTube? Maybe that's the reason why, too. Like, I do the morning streams on here, but I guess you're probably right. Like, look at this. Okay, you and John both don't know. Rosie. She sees my frustration. No, I know. I'm getting frustrated because it feels like I'm trying and now it's just getting worse. Okay. The one thing that was working just now, this. I'm gonna quit everything and just stay on live stream doing this. Fuck comedy, fuck acting, fuck all the degrees I have in a make-believe subject. I am just gonna jump up and down for the rest of my life. On my grave, it's gonna say, Michelle Trina, she did great at jumping jacks. Fucking have, ouch, shots fired. I'm not even reading it. I have a big forehead and possibly, like, receding hairline thanks to getting older, and I have to take biotin. So that's always a plus. I don't know. I gotta go. I don't even know how many. If anybody knows how much milligrams of biotin you're supposed to take, please let me know, because I looked it up and you're supposed to only take 30. Then all these pill bottles say 10,000. Christopher, hello, welcome. And the camera literally flipped and it froze. I don't know what I could have done there. Biotin, yeah, biotin's supposed to help with hair growth. Oh, I think 2 days from now is the Mercury's in retrograde till then. Can't stop. Good morning. You need weed. I can't handle weed. Weed will get nervous to be around me. I want to see if let me see who's around. We can also pop on. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I wanted to see if my friend Mark said he was gonna do my live stream at some point, but I don't know if he's available. Mark is the therapist in the scene, and he's also in the TV pilot divorce series. I have a huge load of laundry as well. I always do. Hello, good morning. All right, so let's do cat. I just feel like I don't know. Where's the little remote here? I'm gonna zoom out. Or no, that's it. That's it, right? Good morning. Good morning. You enjoying my stream? Thanks. I'm trying to have you guys see my the downward dog ones, but oh god, that's too far. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there with the camera. I don't want it to drop again though. Okay. So I did get to spend some time with my brother yesterday, which I was thankful for, and see my niece, and we went swimming. I took my daughter. Thank you, Rosie. Sparkles. Thank you for the sparkles, Rosie. Rosie knows I need them. Rosie. Okay, that feels really good, actually. Sometimes we just need hugs, and endless hugs and kisses. A woman needs that. Endless touch, kiss. If you're a woman in the chat, which is pretty much just Rosie right now, tell me how many times a day you feel like physical touch, I think, is a big thing for a lot of women, especially for me. I like the kisses, the hugs, the rubs, the touches, the holding hands. That calms us down, right? I mean, well, to an extent, as long as you're not rubbing our shoulders, telling us to calm down, relax. Nah. What the fuck do you mean, relax? Oh. And I've done that to my own kid too. I'll be like, relax doesn't do shit. You know? When I was in the airport and I thought I wasn't gonna get home, which was scary. I was freaking out. I was like, oh man, you can't control shit though. What is it? Hold on. Yes to everything you said. I do know I have a problem with, like, I'm not able to control something, so I gotta, like, sucks, man. I don't know what. It's fine. Okay. You sure it's, like, not too quiet? I might just. I mean, I personally think like when you can't control things is when you feel. I feel like, oh no, um, like what if I might not have gotten home that day and I was gonna have to miss the race, possibly at the show, and I remember thinking, well, whatever else, like the show is important because I don't want to miss a spot at New York Comedy Club, you know, and I really, I really, really, really want to. Oh wait, hold on, Mark's. Okay, Mark's gonna be on next week. Um, Mark Premiano is going to be on next week. We have a guest. So this week is Vic Cedeno. We're supposed to be doing live with John Segula and Gravestone at the same time. And then we're also going to, maybe we'll have some impromptu last minute guests. It'll be great. Shows Wednesday in the Bronx. You get the ticket. You can get the location. It's on my website, michelletrainer.com. Friday, St. Mark's, 10:30 show. I'm doing a spot. 10 o'clock show or 10:30? I think it's a 10:30 show. Like I said, I did their competition on Saturday. Did not get moved to the second round, but it's okay. I think I did the set the way I planned. I mean, I did it. I felt the moment. I just kept going. If it didn't feel like the laughs were as strong as they were. Oh, I guess I can play it for you. You guys want to hear it? Right here. Really? I don't know. I'm just gonna just keep going here. Just all right. Or let's listen to it for a sec. Here we go. Let me see if I can move you guys this way. Oh, why am I doing that? Hold on. Here we go. Ready? This is not. There we go. Okay. So this was from. Thank you for the gold coin. Colt Pilot has been sending those. Thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly. Wonderful. You guys can send messages too. Oh yeah, I forgot to send there's a tip. You can send a tip and receive a comment. Let me see. Here it is. This is the tip. Oh, come on. All right. So if you put a tip in here, it'll read the comment aloud. So for example, if somebody says, here's my big forehead. Camera's too high. Relax. Hold on a second. Camera's too high. Relax. Hold on a second. Okay, so you can tip there, and then you could also have your message read aloud. Like, this has been a shit show. Okay. Okay, so you can tip there, and then you could also have your message read aloud. Like, this has been a shit show. Jersey's in the house. Okay, so also like the live chat viewers doesn't refresh. Like it's like completely wrong on here. So also like the live chat viewers doesn't refresh. Like it's like completely wrong on here. Yes, I did get the message, GCXY, about the homeless person. All right, so here, if you want to donate, you can donate on there, and it also will read your message. Here is from Saturday night. All right, so here, if you want to donate, you can donate on there, and it also. You gotta be kidding me! Hold on a second. From Saturday night. Where is it? Ugh. You gotta be kidding me! Hold on a second. Where is it? What the hell? Saturday. What's what? Saturday. What is it? You're hearing an echo again? What's what? What? What is it? You're hearing an echo. What's the echo? What? You're hearing an echo. What's the echo? Can you explain? Are you hearing an echo? Yes or no? All right, here's the set. Okay, here we go. Thank you for the taco. Or the gold coin again.
Gold coin.
Count to 5 and be quiet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or the gold coin again. Count to 5 and be quiet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still something? I get that. It doesn't matter anymore. There's an echo, there's not an echo. Still something? Oh, I had it playing on my lap. It doesn't matter anymore. There's an echo, there's not an echo. Yeah, but that was for a second. I don't have it on anymore. Oh, I had it playing on my. Can you still hear it? Hold on, let me just double check. Yeah, I am. Sorry. Okay, it should be off now. That's my fault. That was my fault. Sorry. Everything is my fault. Why that's like America forever come one. Yeah, all the school moms are on juice cleanse on the box cleanse.
Gold coin.
PTIs. They're association. I like to call them to avoid it. And they are everyone that drop off and showing off. The default brush. Alright, can you hear it okay when I'm playing with the phone? This was my set from Saturday. Also, if that was the echo the whole time and I got frustrated because I had the thing on in the background, then this is my set from Saturday. This was for the comedy competition. I want your opinion. Sounds like they're laughing, but when I was on stage, I was like, oh, this is quieter than I thought. But then I'm just like, why are you even putting that in your head? Just do the jokes. So this is the set from the St. Mark's comedy competition. No, I can't hear it. Listen. You can't hear it? Okay, never mind then.
Floating heart.
Thank you for the floating heart. Never mind. It's all right. I'll put it up when I get the video and you guys can tell me. I love it. All right. Well, put phone by mic. All right. Let's try it again. Here we go. You know what plastic does to the planet? Yeah, the same thing it does to your face. So I'm turning 44. Everything called middle age. I am not middle age. I am not fine. All right, I'll make sure that you guys can hear it. So if you can't hear it, then I'll make sure that you guys can watch it when they send me the video. So I feel like I'm all sorts of fucked up today, and I'm sorry about that. I wanted to get your opinion. I felt like it wasn't bad. It was good, but it was like, how do we get to the place where we're winning these competitions? Which is continuing to strengthen the set, and then also like things that aren't working. Like, all the school moms are on juice cleanses. I'm on a vodka cleanse. I was saying I don't feel comfortable with that. But when I first wrote it, it was like, that's how I feel, because like everyone's in their own little bubble, and I'm like over here struggling as a single mom when I first got divorced. Thank you for the gift, Rosie. Thank you, Rosie.
Thumbs up.
Yes. So I have to fix that. I definitely want to fix that and see how I can make that part stronger so that it it's just because I feel like there was smaller laughter. Also, the bartending bit, the transition with the teacher is always hit. The Bienvenidos joke always hits. PTA always hits. Adderall always hits. 4 lines. I need to have continuous laughter like that throughout the set. So that's where I'm like, but I don't want to keep doing all this new material in between. So it's a matter of like tweaking it to the point where, um, you know, what else can go there? Like I said, well, I'm a mom, and then feeding into that Jersey mom, like when people say like holding into your Jersey Italian, right? Well, as a single mom, I'm like Carmela if there was no Tony, so I got to take care of all this shit, you know. I'm also not trying to sleep with my priest like she was, but I don't know. That's not really true. But 10 years and I got 4 bits. No, that's not it. I'm saying like that makeup that are very, very strong laughter, right? My mom bit goes well, but that's a story bit. Like it's not a joke, right? It's not like set up joke, set up punch. It's not that. Thank you for the gold coin.
Gold coin.
I do some jokes about the chat, but then it's just me reading comments. Like, I don't know what GCXYZ LMNOP, always using caps. What are you doing? Like, what are you, the Steve Jobs of YouTube, where you can't use your fingers, you just got to talk into the caps or voice to text? I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if he's a grown man or if he's some kind of like 18-year-old kid in a special program. I don't know what he's doing. And like that right there, like what is that? And like he's obsessed with Okie Grower. Hot milk is so good. I'm a hot MILF. Well, that doesn't make sense because MILFs are already hot, I guess, right? But I know you were saying milk, so. Milk, it does a body good. Remember those? What is it? I'll roast the chat. I mean, I don't know what this is, the land of misfits, but not Rosie. I'm not including it. We're all misfits in the world, but I'm saying like my audience. When I tell you the people that I've gone from really great people like who have great businesses that follow my show that connect with me to like people who are hiding in their basement of their grandmother's house watching me and sending me weird DMs, no profile picture. I have a guy that came to my show in Wisconsin and stayed at the same hotel I was at. And I had to have the guy that was opening for me, TJ, had to walk me back because it was very fucking weird. And the guy followed us to the bar where we ate after the show. He's probably listening. I should probably shut my mouth. This guy is huge too. Like to the point where he is probably quadruple. No, I didn't say quadruple. He's literally, the guy was huge. And I was like, scared of you. But some weird shit. You have to start being careful. Yeah. Well, I'll just scare them away with my nagging. You have to start being, no, yeah, I'm just saying the chat in itself, we could be roasting, he was saying. So yes, we could roast the chat. I love the comments. The comments are, I've read the comments on my stand-up clips before, and people have laughed. And on here, just don't want this to break. But also, like, it's not a joke. It's just what they're saying about me. So I have to make it a part of the joke, right? It's like you work so hard to be a comedian. Like this is what I think of. I started out in theater. I was a theater major. My boyfriend tells me that's not a real major, and I get it. That, and in addition, like many people said that, but like I wanted to study something I really wanted to go after. And at the time, my parents didn't like, they were like, it's a double major. So I ended up going in as a single major, and I was going to double major or minor or something, which I did do. But I wanted to act, and that was like, the resources that I had were like, you can go to college. Like my parents were not going to pay for an acting coach in New York City. They were like, we're paying for college degree. So I went into theater and I loved it. I love performing. And I always just wanted to be, I remember saying in college, I want to just I don't need to be famous. I just want to make my salary as an actor. And I liked what my professors did because a lot of them were working actors. And I was like, oh, I could always help other actors too. And I liked choreographing and teaching dance. And so I was like, I can combine both worlds. So when I was on the road a couple of years doing musical theater and children's theater, and then I got my master's in education. So eventually I am in the place where I can do both, but I am 44 and still trying to get to that place of making my full-time salary as a comedian, as an actor, right? So like in my head, I just sometimes think, oh, you're a failure. You still haven't done it yet, even though that life has happened in between where priorities have shifted. I don't think I'm a failure, but I think like I used to think I worked really hard, and now I'm looking back at like, but was I working hard enough? Was I working hard at the things that I need to be working hard at so that I can get further ahead, as opposed to working hard and being all over the place? So I think that's where I'm lost right now. It's like I want to make sure that every day that I'm working towards this goal, I am getting further and further ahead, aka stand up and my streaming. Because like last year I was trying to sell Divorce Diaries, find a production company, do more episodes, see if I can get more hosting positions, auditioning, stand up, streaming. I was doing everything because I was like fill all the baskets so that one of them will land, which I do think helps too. But then I also think like if you're filling all the baskets, are all getting enough time that they deserve? I guess not. So now I'm focused solely on stand up and streaming, and then when one of those continues to build and expand, I could say I have Divorce Diaries. I'm also a host. I'm also so hoping that will give me the boost that I need to push ahead, because personally, I just feel like I've been on the treadmill since I was 20. Not treadmill. What's the word? Not treadmill. 20 was my first acting gig, paid acting gig. And I've been on this treadmill since I was 20 of like, not treadmill yet. Let's the marathon. And I'm still not at the finish line. And I don't think there's a finish line. I think there's just the next marathon, right? So once I get to that finish line, I'm like, well, I'm making a full-time salary as a performer that you can live on. And not be scared to, lose your home or something like that. But like, then I could feel like, all right, what's the next marathon? What's that next personal legend of ours? So that's where that frustration came from this morning. It's just like what else can I be doing? What else am I not doing? I already know the answer to that. Every time I watch television, that's a minute away from my goal. Actually, Michelle, I'm a clinical psychologist running out of patience. Okay. Hi, John Francis. Okay, wait, what did you say? I'm missing some of the comments here. Yeah, I'm going to try being a single dad. Isn't it don't fill all your eggs in one basket? Yes, there's that too. That's why I've always tried to fill my eggs in all different baskets. But I do think the time that you spend on one thing does allow it to keep moving in the direction you want it to move in. So filling all of my eggs in different baskets hasn't got me to the goal. It's gotten me ahead in certain things, and I'm able to network myself. And I'm not saying I'm not going to put, I got an audition the other day, and I just declined it because I've auditioned. This is the same audition I got, and I said I'm not a golfer, and they need a golfer for it. And then they sent it to me again. I said, how many people are you submitting for this? Did you not receive my first email that I said I'm not a golfer? So I declined it because I'm just like, I'm going to waste an hour and a half doing this audition, and I'm not going to get it. And I don't want to sound negative about it, but I know I'm not going to get it. I just feel like I'm not going to get it. I don't know. If they were to call me into the city and ask me to audition, I would do it. But these self-tapes are getting on my nerves. It's like, I don't, because there's no results I get, I don't know. And I also hate saying that because I've also heard people say, like, just, you do your best and you give your best and you see what happens kind of thing. But, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yes, that's the saying. However, I feel, and I haven't done that. I have been like, I'm a dancer, I'm a comedian, I'm an actor, I'm all these things, and I am. Jeff Foxworthy was talking about this on In My Let, about he's all these things too, but his identity is as a father and as a son and as a brother. I almost said in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit from church. But that he can be all those different things, right? For me, I can be dancer, writer, actor, all that things. What I want to is making money. No, I was just from being a performer, right? And it's hard to do that. In general, I've known people who were doing it for a period of time and then they couldn't sustain it because they stopped getting roles. So for me, I always had additional, for me, I've always had the additional piece where I can do all these different things under performance so that I could always make money in my field of theater, of entertainment, right? So with that said, I focusing on the streaming and the stand up is where I'm really uber focused on right now, and building out the show. I think that's important. And being a funnier stand up. I also think all the stuff that I did with What's Up New York can come to fruition on my channel, like the hosting stuff. And I'm excited about that. The bottom falls out. So, all right, let's do this. Let's state, let's give a topic. We do some of those things of like roasting the comments. Give a topic in the chat and we'll come up with a rant that hopefully will turn into a joke at some point. Figure out what actually makes you happy. Go all out. This is what makes me happy, despite me throwing my mocha pot on the ground before. Yes. I'm just, all right, so here we are with, and I feel like I didn't do, what other stretches can we do besides? We did our leg stretch, we did our yoga teeny stretch here, whatever this thing one is called. Probably this one is called Warrior? No, I feel like Warriors here or something. Okay. There we go. Warrior. What's a word? And you guys don't like the music on in the background. Whoops. I liked my interview. I liked the interview with Candace last week. I thought it went really well. I don't know if you listened to it, Rosie. It was good. Here we go. So, stretching it out. Yeah, I do think like having the ability to like focus on one thing. If you uber focus on one thing over and over again, like I think I've been doing that for the last at least since January. So even more focused in January. Christina Mariani, when I remember after I worked with her, that's when I started thinking I really have to work on my writing stand up, even more so. I just remember that clicking in a little bit more. So, what I'd like to see in a year from now is my salary as a stand-up has increased, and I have weekly spots, not just mics. Like I have weekly spots right now, but like paid spots, and some of them are paid, but enough where I'm like, oh wow, I'm making money from this. Like wow, that's what I need to see. I need to be past it at least. I get guest spots at St. Mark's, which is great, but like I gotta find a way to get into more of these New York City clubs. I mean, I just keep doing what I'm doing. Dojo, I hope reopens soon. More than it's open, like it's only open for certain shows right now. But yeah, I just feel like my money situation never changes. It's always like either it goes up and then it goes back down. It goes up and then it goes back down. It stays like right, and it's frustrating. I don't want that anymore. I want it. I want it. I want to be able to breathe more easily. I know everybody does, probably, right? But and I think to myself, well, what am I doing? What are the habits that are not helping me get that way? Thinking about, I don't know. I guess the habits that aren't serving me is anytime I take away from practicing stand up or streaming outside of my kid. I guess that's what the habit is that's not serving, right? Is that practical for stand up? Are there people who currently do what you're wanting to do? Say that. What is that? Is that practical? There's also people that, what does that say? Let's talk about how unusual sanity is today. Let's take you, for instance, Michelle. How unusual my sanity is? I don't know. We're going to play some music and do some... Thank you, John Francis.
For the guns, collision emoji, flex bicep emoji.
Here, do a little bit of our... I mean, I think tomorrow, before Vic comes on, it's just coffee and working out. Screw it, right? I like doing these. These, like, I feel like get the crunch things in, right? Like, right here. I feel like. I need the... Ugh. This part, right? Jim Burrow has great advice for comedians. I know a lot of comedians have great advice for comedians. It's just sometimes everyone has a moment where they're like frustrated, and I'm very proud and happy that I get to do what I love to do every day. So I have nothing to complain about. Just is getting frustrated before because I feel like, hi John, Ashwell. I feel like this past week, last couple weeks, streams views have been down and all that shit, and I'm just getting frustrated because I like when, yes, I am results, the views and all that shit gets in my head, and I'm trying not to let it get in my head and just being me. But being me is sometimes. Okay. Are there people who have the guaranteed set spots and stand up? Yes. Say, well, actually rephrase that. What do you mean? So on a show, you have a spot. Like if I have a spot on Wednesday on this show in the Bronx, some people have guest spots where if you show up, you can get a guest spot. So it's not guaranteed if you show up, you get a spot. Sometimes you get a guest spot and you're on the show and you already know you're going to be on the show. But yes, all shows have set spots for set comedians. If you're passed at a club, then you give your avails and they will put you up on their house shows. But there's different, like it's different for every club of how they get passed. I get guest spots at St. Mark's because Alexis has given me guest spots because I highlighted them on What's Up New York. He's been very gracious to me and I appreciate that greatly. And yeah. I hope I answered your question. Let me know if I have not. There was a big slot channel meetup last week, and tons of folks stood in line to meet YouTube slot channels. What's that? I'm about to wash 2 kittens in my tub. That's great. Well, we'll all get frustrated. That's what makes it greater when you finally do have the success you want, which I know will happen for you. Get out of your head and keep pushing. Push. Thank you. So you can do the jumping jacks while I'm doing the weights. I can feel this on my arms. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch. 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 Okay, let me try again. Just gotta keep pushing. This is what helps with frustration, is working out. And neck. You're just the messenger? Okay. So, a DD meetup? I've done that at shows before. Oh, a YouTube comedian meetup. Huh. Interesting. Well, maybe that's what my show is now. Maybe that's the live show. Is Michelle Trina YouTube live show and meetup. Maybe that's what it is now. Maybe Divorce Diaries is that. Michelle Trina YouTube live stream series live. Michelle Trina live stream live at the Williams Center. Maybe that's the show now. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. Let me write that down so don't forget. So it's, and I don't want to, like, still hard for me to. So Divorce Diaries becomes the Michelle Trina live stream live. Over 14 million views on YouTube. And growing. The Williams Center's in, the Williams Center's in.
Collision emoji. Thumbs up emoji.
Thank you, John Francis. It's a performing arts center where I did my birthday show last year in Weatherford. So here's the thing, though. That's that I would want to keep the stream. It would be a live stream show. So it's like I get, I'd have to work out that structure. That's where I would say I could have more people on the show as opposed to the one woman Divorce Diaries. But we'll keep it going. All right, tomorrow we got Vic Daniel's going to be on at 10 a.m. with me. We have upcoming shows Wednesday in the Bronx, Friday at St. Mark's, New York City. New York City shows this week. I'll be live on Twitch tonight. Let's see. It should be 11:30. So tune in at probably a little earlier. Go on, but like let's shoot for 11:30 Eastern Standard Time on Twitch tonight. YouTube always every single morning. Thanks guys for bearing with the technical difficulties today. I promise you, we will keep making sure everything is running smoothly. Rosie, Okie Grower, Vulnerability. Thank you guys for being mods. Stay tuned for more. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love you.